Richard Perry, record producer behind You're So Vain and other hits, dies at 82. Richard Perry, a hit-making record producer with a flair for both standards and contemporary sounds whose many successes included Carly Simon's You're So Vain, Rod Stewart's The Great American Songbook series and a Ringo Starr album featuring all four Beatles, died Tuesday. He was 82. Perry, a recipient of a Grammys Trustee Award in 2015, died at a Los Angeles hospital after suffering cardiac arrest, friend Daphna Kastner said. He maximized his time here, said Kastner, who called him a father friend, and said he was godfather to her son. He was generous, fun, sweet, and made the world a better place. The world is a little less sweeter without him here. But it's a little bit sweeter in heaven. Perry was a one-time drummer, oboist, and doo-wop singer who proved at home with a wide variety of musical styles, the rare producer to have #1 hits on the pop, R&B, dance, and country charts. He was on hand for Harry Nilsson's Without You and the Pointer Sisters' I'm So Excited, Tiny Tim's novelty smash, Tiptoe Through the Tulips, and the Willie Nelson Julio Iglesias lounge standard, To All the Girls I've Loved Before. Perry was widely known as a musician's producer, treating artists like peers rather than vehicles for his own tastes. Singers turned to him whether trying to update their sound, Barbra Streisand, Set Back the Clock, Stewart, revive their career, Fats Domino, or fulfill Early Promise, Leo Sayer. Perry's life was a story, in part, of famous friends and the right places. He was backstage for 1950s performances by Little Richard and Chuck Berry, sat in the third row at the 1967 Monterey Pop Festival during Otis Redding's memorable set, and attended a recording session for the Rolling Stones' classic Let It Bleed album. A given week might find him dining one night with Paul and Linda McCartney, and Mick and Bianca Jagger the next. He dated Elizabeth Taylor and Jane Fonda among others and was briefly married to the actor Rebecca Broussard. In Stewart's autobiography, Rod, he would remember Perry's home in West Hollywood as the scene of much late-night skullduggery through the 1970s and beyond, and a place you knew you could always fall into at the end of an evening for a full-blown knees-up with drink and music and dancing. In the 70s, Perry helped facilitate a near Beatles reunion. He had produced a track on Starr's first solo album, Sentimental Journey, and grown closer to him through Nilsson and other mutual friends. Ringo, released in 1973, would prove the drummer was a commercial force in his own right, with some well-placed names stopping by. The album, featuring contributions from Nilsson, Billy Preston, Steve Cropper, Martha Reeves and all 5 members of the band, reached #2 on Billboard and sold more than 1 million copies. Hit singles included the chart toppers Photograph, co-written by Starr and George Harrison, and a remake of the 1950s favorite, You're 16. But for Perry and others, the most memorable track was a non-hit, custom-made. John Lennon's I'm the Greatest was a mock anthem for the self-effacing drummer that brought 3 Beatles into the studio just 3 years after the band's breakup. Starr was on drums and sang lead, Lennon was on keyboards and backing vocals, and longtime Beatles friend Klaus Voormann played bass. They were still working on the song when Harrison's assistant phoned, asking if the guitarist could join them. Harrison arrived soon after. As I looked